So a woman can have the right of divorce in the absence of the societal preservation of her right, of her Islamic right, in the absence of there being functioning Shari'i courts. And this is a reality even in Muslim societies where we've embraced, we are still in a post-colonized mindset that our institutions are colonial institutions, but they're the worst versions of those colonial institutions. Right? And the emperor or the colonizer has no clothes. Right? Marriage through the court system is ugly, brutal, and devastating. So what does one do? What does one do? Right? So a woman can have the right of divorce specified in several ways. The simplest, that if they dispute, she can request the right of divorce. And assuming a principled, whether rationally principled or religiously principled husband, he could give her the right of divorce. That, okay, if you feel that I cannot fulfill your rights, I give you the right, O Jill, to divorce yourself in the majlis. And then within that session, she can choose, do I want to be out or not? She gives him an opportunity. Prove that you're going to address this. If he doesn't, say, okay, I'm not convinced, I want out, I divorce myself from you. That can be a spot choice, to have the choice of divorce. She can also request divorce. Please marry me. Please divorce me. Right? Of course, in the Hanafi school, you can coerce your husband to divorce you, but this is disputed upon between the schools. There's one female, but of course, act with self-interest, but within limits. During the time of the Prophet ﷺ, there's a woman, she wanted divorce. The husband loved her. He wouldn't. So the hadith is differed upon, but she waited till the man was asleep and she sat on his chest with a dagger at his neck. And she woke him up and said, Wallahi, la tutalliqannani aw la athbahannak. Said, by Allah, you will divorce me or I will slaughter you. So he divorced her. Then he went to the Prophet ﷺ and said, this is what happened. The Prophet ﷺ just commented, it happened. There's difference of opinion within the schools of Sunni Islam that is divorce under coercion valid or not. But one can request it. Ideally not in a dramatic manner such as the one described. One could request it. And one is not allowed to do anything unethical like make threats and so on. But thirdly, one can specify the right of divorce in the marriage, right? In the marriage contract, or even after, because there are other options, seeking khula, but the guy has to agree, seeking annulment, but seeking annulment, or just to convince him to divorce requires his agreement, right? These require his agreement, and he may not agree. He may not agree. So then what do you do in that kind of situation? Right? So the very practical way of securing one's right as a woman, that in the event of things going wrong, or the good that you wanted to pursue in life not being fulfilled, and you don't have the social, Islamic, legal, and other recourses to get out of your Islamic marriage, right? To seek annulment, etc. Although it should be noted that there are religious councils that do conduct annulment. But the problem with annulment, fasakh, is that it functions a bit like the legal system. Right? They need proof. They have to follow protocol. But also, is the legal system in Canada fast or slow? So why is it slow? One of the reasons, one, because it's a poor system, but number two, it's underfunded. Underfunded. Now, is our community very well funded? Things don't happen by magic. The angels just don't step in when human beings are negligent. So our communities are not well funded. So, religious councils that handle annulments and stuff aren't done, they're underfunded and the institutions are weak.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله